thought this was the first part. I didn't know. Well, you know what, bro? We ball. It's all right, bro. Hey. Boo, 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 boo. Boo, 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 boo.
I don't fuck with niggas, that's why I be solo dolo. Big Roro, keep that Nordic demo, him no Quasimo.
Almost forgot to full screen the video. Top 10 places archaeologists don't want you to see.
From places filled with treasure only seen in your wildest dreams to murder islands not for the faint of heart.
Wow.
Today, let's talk
It's
about
crazy because of how big the world is. I wonder what's out there. Like, out in Asia, you know there's like a fat portion of Asia that's uninhabitable or uninhabited. One of those words, but you just know there's nobody there. Nobody there doing nothing. I wonder if anybody lives out there. You could just live completely frugal, no bills, literally build your own house, live like a nomad, bro. Build your own house like those mud houses on YouTube that you be watching at like 2 o'clock in the morning. Yep. I know you watch those because you don't watch mine. Watch them.
this and more only in today's video. Starting off this countdown, we have Cleopatra's tomb. I'm sure you all have learned about Cleopatra and her relationship with both Julius Caesar and, of course, Mark Antony.
Like the salad?
She was an Egyptian icon.
Hey, Caesar, Julius, you made an excellent salad, bro. I appreciate you. The dressing too, icing on the cake. Quite literally, except the dressing on the salad. You get my point.
Her intelligence and beauty. But here's the thing, her tomb still remains lost. It's still undiscovered somewhere near Alexandria, Egypt. In 31 BC, Cleopatra and her lover took their own lives after Octavian defeated them. They rather die than be under his domination.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man. They seen a black person and went crazy.
The two were then buried together near a temple of the Egyptian goddess Isis. But the exact location of this tomb is still a huge mystery. And obviously, archaeologists are desperate to find it, but they are fearing the worst. They believe there's a high chance that the grave is already empty due to grave robbers. Moving on to number 9, we have King Tut's tomb. So let's stay in Egypt for a little bit.
Why? They was hitting devious licks on tombs, graves, bro. Ace, text your friend 2 o'clock in the morning, bro. I'm bored. Hey, 20, you trying to go You trying to go rob some random archaeological historical graves? Like, yeah, bro. I was thinking the same thing. Just about to hit you up. Let me finish this bag of Takis real quick. I'll hop in the whip and pick you up.
Bit longer as we dive into this next point.
Is that a Mickey Mouse? They was dropping. You telling me Mickey and Minnie was dropping bangers on the disc like this? High quality. Scooby-Doo too? Let me get that up off you.
This next point. In 1922, King Tut's tomb was unearthed by Egyptologist Howard Carter and his crew. And that's when stories about the tomb being cursed took off. It said that whoever disturbs the rest of the king will be cursed. Several weeks after opening his tomb, Carter's team started to die mysteriously. And people were like, oh my god, this curse is real. Believe whatever. But it was discovered that his tomb was covered in 2 dangerous types of mold. These molds can cause reactions ranging from congestion to bleeding in the lungs. Hence why archaeologists need to be extremely careful when exploring the area. Not only that, but they believe that there's more to this tomb than they have discovered. There's evidence that King Tut was buried in a hurry. They believe maybe this tomb was originally built for someone else, and that there may be other undiscovered mummies buried in this same tomb.
Dang, that's fascinating.
We have the Copper Scroll treasure. In 1952, archaeologists discovered a number of Dead Sea Scrolls in a cave in the west bank of Qumran National Park. One of the scrolls piqued everyone's interest, and that's because it wasn't like any of the other ones. This scroll was copper with writing engraved onto it.
Engraved?
What's even more fascinating is that the scroll apparently talks about hidden...
Engraved with that much finesse on the letters. That's crazy, bro.
Treasure. Obviously, archaeologists don't want you knowing this with fear that someone will be able to decode it and find the treasure before them.
Oh yeah, I learned that in I learned that language in 3rd grade. That's kubarabi.
With fear that someone will be
That's
able
easy.
to decode
That word says
and
help.
find the treasure before them. They believe that there
What a
is
bunch
a
of
high
malark.
chance that the treasure is real. Now, the scroll dates back to over 1900 years ago, during a time when the Roman Empire
Zero?
controlled the
Wait, that was like the year was only 100 BC or AC, whatever you want to believe in.
Qumran settlement. Researchers believe that the locals hid the treasure to keep it out of the hands of the Roman forces.
Oh wait,
And then
I'm
they
slow.
created
I'm
this
thinking it's
scroll so that the
1999.
treasure
That was
would
over
be
like.
unearthed in the future. In our 7th spot, we have Abu Mina, located
Okay,
in
wait,
Egypt.
that was 120 years ago. I know 120 years old is how the Earth would have been if it was 1900 years ago. I think. No, that's only 1,900. I'm thinking of 19,000. What? Oh. Hey. Did you get your negative? Oh. Okay.
Abu Mina.
I'm gonna see. Oh.
Like, I was getting back. That's all I have.
At least you're free now.
I don't know if I'm going to school tomorrow.
I was just about to ask that too, yeah. And tomorrow's Tuesday. Dang, a day early? That's
Oh yeah, that's. I'm not too sure. I'm not sure. I really care because I brought my grades up already. So.
Hey.
Yeah. No. I'll study. I did like 8 assignments.
You only had 8 missing?
Oh what? Not more. 8 to get a C. Class I won. Well, I did like 6. And I did a test on my English assignment. I kind of cheated.
Just like me for real.
And then I cheated on my assignments too. Come on now, I've got a chance to cheat. I'm cheating. And it was a final test. I cheated on.
Dang.
It's her fault. She leaves it open to everyone. And then so I just took it. It was just the whole answer. I got 96 out of 100.
Yeah, that was weird when I used to do like online, right when COVID started, because they had like some tests would lock your browser, but I had 2 monitors. So I was
it
like,
didn't matter if you had a phone.
oh
I
yeah.
don't know why they would do that. You're like, I have a phone, bro. So
Yeah.
I didn't. So she could see my screen. I didn't. Bro, I used it on my phone.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I can't.
and she for real took it off a Quizlet, like all the answers.
Oh, this is off a Quizlet.
Yes. There's only some I couldn't find on there, so I just had to guess it. But like, literally, I was going Quizlet. She said which chapter was it? You'll have the exact same question, exact same answers. But this girl just got out of Quizlet. Now I have 1A, 2 and 2C, but the other C I'm gonna pick up some C. So hopefully I have a 3.0.
What are the season?
Huh?
What are the season? The C's, like what classes do you have the season?
Spanish and photo.
Oh.
Photo is because I didn't do which I can still do. So I had to do like 2 more to get do those 2 chilling. I'm not getting an A because on the projects I don't know how to do.
Oh.
Well, it's actually 2. It's 1 and then it goes into the next one and I don't know how to do it. So
Oh.
I cannot get an A in that class because I had to do those 2 to get A. I want to do
dang.
every assignment to get A, but those are just 2. So we'll see what it be. And fortunately, I can't get a B in the second.
Dang.
Well, I tried so hard. I did like 80, 85 to 87 range for like 3 months now.
Dang.
Literally, I cannot get an A for some reason.
5. Lord, I'm behind on my water. No, my water. It's like I knocked out for the first 2 periods.
I'm at this like 2 days, no, 3 days. It's right here.
You had it for 3 days and barely drank that much?
You know, it's weird because like there, you don't really want to drink.
Oh.
Like I have not been thirsty.
When the COVID's in your body?
For Tori, she didn't want to eat. For me, I didn't want to drink.
Tori got COVID?
Yeah, she had COVID.
Oh.
Are you gonna stay here? You go with the John. You gonna stay here? All right.
Yeah.
Is a town filled with ruins of a
That was brother
church,
number 2.
monasteries, houses, workshops, etc. It was built in remembrance of Saint Minas of Alexandria, who died in 296 AD. The town was actually buried on top of this tomb. As a result, it's thought to be a very holy area. However, this site is now greatly endangered and is now a UNESCO World Heritage Archaeological Site.
What would happen if we just took like a bunch of the water from the ocean and dumped it on a whole different part of the world? First of all, how will we do that? And third of all, would it stay? What if we just like planted a bunch of water and then planted a bunch of trees? The entire earth green, not a single center of this earth would have dirty air.
Site is
Just
endangered
all
due
clean
to the rise
trees.
in water level. It is facing constant deterioration. By 2001, it was getting so destroyed that conservation measures were put in place to protect it. In our sixth spot, we have Samara City. Between 1911 to 1914, an ancient civilization was found in Samara, Iraq. This civilization thrived.
This is all dirt and Egyptian stuff. Wow.
BC and 3900.
There's nothing in the trees. There's no like random tree house that like Oliver Tutt. Who's Oliver Tutt? I had the urge to say that name. There's no random tomb. I guess it'd be harder actually, because when there's dirt, there's nothing but dirt. Maybe some cacti, some bugs, some tarantulas, but when it comes to trees, overgrown earth garden, yeah, it's just all green.
Archaeologists found a huge ancient mosque and a spiral minaret. However, over the years, it has been destroyed. Between 2006 to 2007, there was a bombardment at the mosque, and 2 of the minarets and a clock tower got destroyed. As a result, this site was shut down. It is now on the list of World Heritage Sites in danger by UNESCO. We're now at our 5th and halfway mark with the Deadly Tomb. Now imagine coming across a huge archaeological site on your own property. Well, that's what happened in 1974 to a group of Chinese farmers. They were digging on their land when they hit something hard.
I think I read about this forever ago, but they didn't tell it very well.
They continued digging and unearthed a life-size
Is that a Yeti?
terracotta soldier. After that, archaeologists spent 4 decades excavating the site. In total, they found 8,000 of these life-size soldiers. All these soldiers were created to guard the tomb of Emperor Jin Shi Huang. Back then, it was believed that these statues could protect the emperor in the afterlife. Typically, real-life individuals were sacrificed and buried alongside people of power. That was until this emperor, when they thought, you know, we can't kill thousands of people, so let's just make statues instead. It's a very fascinating site, but sadly, it's off limits to everyone, even archaeologists.
Oh, wow.
And that's because there's a high concentration of mercury in the tomb. Also, they believe that the emperor is protected by deadly booby traps. So instead of risking their lives trying to investigate, they just leave this site alone. Moving on to number 4, we have the Paris Catacombs. The Paris Catacombs are a series of tunnels located underneath Paris.
Hey, I want to rewatch that movie. That makes me want to rewatch that movie. As above, so below. Ooh, excellent movie. Especially the ending. It was like, whoa, but yeah, now that I know what it is, I thought it was just like a creepy movie about going through creepy tunnels in Paris. But nah, it's like actually historical. Cool. I want to rewatch it now.
France. In the 18th century, the
Bro,
catacombs.
I need somebody to watch all these movies with. Y'all in the Discord, exclamation Discord in the chat. What chat are you talking? Walmart, you may be like, what chat are we talking about? Twitch.tv/WalmartHinata. It's in the description also. Go ahead and click that link and follow your boy. Maybe even drop a sub too. I don't mind.
Were full and they needed a place to bury the dead. As a result, they buried the dead underground in a series of tunnels. It's believed that there is around 6 million bodies.
I know it smells crazy in there.
buried in these catacombs.
6
Now,
million?
Here's the thing. There are portions of the tunnels open to the public for tours and such.
What the fuck?
However,
Hey,
over the years, a
wasn't
number
sure
of
what you
people
had.
have strayed off the path and have actually gotten lost. Like, there are 150 miles of tunnels in a maze-like fashion.
What?
So it's very easy to get lost.
Is there like
And number
a
of
map?
people have actually died after
What'd you just
wandering
come to?
off.
The top 10? Well, first of all, you didn't come to anything. You came to look at, top 10 places archaeologists don't want you to see. It's part 2 though. I didn't
So
watch part
maybe
1. I'm not going
stick
to watch
to
part
the
1. I didn't know there was a
path
part
or
1.
Don't go on the tour. There's enough dead bodies down there. They don't need any more. In our third spot today, we have Sabrita Libya. This is another beautiful site that is at risk.
Isn't Libya like the part of the hoo-ha?
Archaeological site of
Let me look that
Sabrita
up on my
was
phone.
excavated in 1921 and consists of an amphitheater with a 3-story backdrop wall. Then you got temples and a church with beautiful, colorful mosaic flooring.
They should do that
However,
again.
these Roman monuments were made of soft sandstone. So weather and soil erosion
that's easy to get. Get you some sand, get you a furnace, and melt the sand. It's not that hard. I think that's how you do it. No, that's how you make glass. How do you make sandstone? That's actually a great question. Man, I'm not a true Minecrafter. How to make sandstone? Oops. How to make sandstone in Minecraft? You need 4 pieces of sand and you put in a block. That's how you make sandstone. See, it's pretty easy. You just need a lot of sand for it.
Quickly destroying these structures. It's also on the list of World Heritage Sites in danger. In our second spot, we have the City of Gold. This is a mythological place
San Francisco? All of California? It wasn't a name something about gold.
To be filled with great fortune. Although this is said to be just a legend, rumor has it that it could be indeed real. In fact, some say it's located near the Colombian city of Bogota. Others believe that it is in Bombay, India. In fact, for over 300 years, people have gone to Bombay in search of this gold. However, many have died as a result. If this city of gold is real, archaeologists certainly don't want the public knowing.
Hey, it's just getting, the archaeologists don't want it hidden. The city, the archaeologists don't want it hidden. The city wants it hidden, bro. Just like Black Panther, Wakanda, yep. Just like them for real.
And it would cause more deaths and fighting and war. And in our number 1 spot today, we
imagine something like that. Just like, you think you live in life cool, got your Spotify premium that you just paid $9.99 for this morning, grab your breakfast, leave, go to school, got your big gallon water bottle filled up, eat your breakfast on the way to school, eat your breakfast at school, eat your breakfast in 4th period because for some reason it just took that long to eat, fall asleep in class multiple times. You get what I'm saying. And then you just hear on the news, random city made completely of gold. Discovered in Bombay. How life altering is that? That's crazy. Like a complete new civilization hidden in the cracks and crevices of Earth.
Murder Island. In 2017, a mass grave was unearthed on
bad,
an island
to be
off
honest.
the western coast.
They went it for themselves, some dirty
Australia.
diggers.
This island has since been given the name Murder Island.
You get
the
it?
grave contains the remains of 5 individuals who survived shipwreck. In 1629, the
Only
ship
5?
called the Batava sank nearby. They managed
If
to
it was
make
my
their
ship, everybody would survive. What are you talking?
way to this island where they died of dehydration, or so it's thought. Shortly after, more than 100 other survivors were brutally murdered by mutineers and were also buried on this island. This is said to be Australia's darkest mass killing. Alright guys, that's all for today's video. Now, if you could go to any of these places, where would you go? Honestly,
Holy skadoodle. This is the end of the video. I thought there was at least another one more, even though it said top 1. I thought it was going to be like, oh, honorable mentions.
Speaking of comments, let's move on.
Hey, baby, hold that real quick, please. Hold that real quick, please. Dang, that was eventful. I definitely could have said more, but brain's kind of foggy right now. So Monday, give me tomorrow, Tuesday, after tomorrow, Wednesday, which is I'll be streaming again, 3:30. Don't miss a stream. If I'm home at 10 o'clock, I'll probably change the stream time from 3:30 to 3. But if I'm not, then it'll be 3:30. Anywho, go get you some rest. You really deserve it, bro, because I know I need some rest. Go get you some food. You also deserve it. We've been here for a while. Go get you some snacks maybe for the next time you see me.